Hey everyone, Skylex here, bringing you another video review. I've come to a decision that the movie for Batman is coming up real soon. I haven't really covered many Batman issues, and I'm a little bit in between Transformers. I did get some more movie figures to review, and the animated hasn't come out yet, so I figured this is an opportune time to hit some of the major Batman stories. So I'm going to try to hit 4 of the major Batman stories before we get into the movies, because I really want to hit the Batman movies too. Whether or not I hit the other Batman stories, maybe later on, maybe after the movie. But right now, as it's planned for Batman, I'm going to do 4 of the major series, which 2 of which I'm going to do today. And I don't know when I'm going to upload them. Then I'm going to hit the Batman movies, and then when Batman Gotham Knight comes out, I'm going to review that after watching it. And then hopefully the movie comes out, and I'll review that. Whether or not I probably will hit the other Batman comics after the movie, but by that time I would be more concerned with Transformers, and I'll be doing Transformers animated. As to Transformers, real quickly, I did order Scorponok, she's on its way. I did order Air Razor, and she's on her way. So those two are on their way, and then I probably will be reviewing, whether or not I reviewed it before this video, or after this video, I don't know when I'm uploading, but Overcast and Premium Megatron and a few other movie line characters, which, like I said, I fell in love with the movie line again. But putting that all aside, you know my schedule. Let's move on. The comic series which I'm reviewing, and I'm going to just do overviews. I'm not going to go too much in detail of them. It's one of the staples of the Batman comic universe. Definitely, you have to get this. If that would be the Batman Nightfall series. There's 3 sets of the Nightfall series. There's the Broken Bat, the Who Rules the Night, and Night's End. This really is an answer to the Death of Superman series, because in the Batman Nightfall series, Batman is basically crippled by the evil villain Bane, and it's kind of a way to balance out Superman dying. And it takes place around the same time Superman is dead, because Batman's wearing the armband that signifies Superman's death. I think this was released in 1993. Yeah, so Superman's death happened. Start with part 1. Batman is relatively very sick, and he's returned to Gotham, and Bane blew up Arkham, a big hole in Arkham, gave all the inmates weapons, and basically they're running amok. So Batman, already in pretty much critical health, goes out there and he tries to stop them. He succeeds, but he keeps on getting weaker and weaker every time. I mean, there's one point where he almost gave up when he was fighting Firefly. But he keeps on getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And then he tries to enlist the help of Robin and of Jean-Paul Valley. But, you know, in the end, he's deteriorating. And then after the whole entire, towards the end, after all the villains, or at least most of the villains are put away, Batman returns to his home, and Bane's there. Now, Bane is a character who is empowered by this venom, or well, it is called venom, but by this steroid, if you say, a drug called venom. It increases his strength tenfold. So, Bane basically used the inmates to weaken Batman. He also followed Batman, and he knew his enemy, and then he subsequently breaks Batman's back. He fights him in the Batcave. Batman he's no condition to fight, so he's basically it's pathetic, and he gets his back broken. And that's where Broken Bat ends. Part 2 is pretty cool. Part 2, Jean-Paul Valley is given the title of Batman. He is the new Batman, while Bruce recovers. And Bruce goes off on his own little misadventures, but they're not that big, and they really don't conclude. They don't really get summed up at the end of this. But, yeah, Jean-Paul Valley is the new Batman, and he is a bitch. He is, out there. He's willing to use deadly force, if necessary. Of course, it doesn't really show much up in this volume, but you can tell he's a lot more violent than Bruce was. He also modifies the Batsuit to this. It's very much more Azrael-like. It has flamethrowers, shuriken launchers, The cape is more of a glider than an actual cloth, and it's actually really a nasty looking suit. It is nasty looking, but it really is more of a deadly suit than a crime fighting suit. This cultivates at the end with John Paul Valley fighting Bane, and he defeats Bane, and he's sitting there, and he's about to kill Bane, and Robin convinces him not to, and he doesn't. Bane's locked away. That ends part 2, Hooroo for Night. Night ends, part 3. This one's hard for me to find, but part 3, Bruce has recovered, and he goes to Lady Shiva to kind of, get his mindset. And most of, probably 2/3 of the comic is him just overcoming his fears and reinventing the Batman. Nightwing shows up in this, and, Bane's gone, so it's basically Batman versus Batman. Batman tries to reclaim the mantle. And he first starts off, and he basically owns Azrael, John Paul Valley. He has like 9 different names, so we'll just call him Azrael. Basically owns Azrael, and then Azrael plants a bomb in the Batmobile, and it seems Batman died. Nightwing snaps and goes mental on Azrael, but he is no match for Azrael. Azrael just has all this shitload of armor there. So, but Bruce obviously didn't die, and Bruce comes back, and the fight continues, and eventually reaches the mansion. What happens after that, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to ruin the whole ending, but it's a satisfying ending. It's not completely epic, but it is pretty nasty. Good fight scene, and it does have a satisfying ending. So the Batman Nightfall series is definitely worth getting. It's a must-have. It's one of my favorite series. There's not too much I can say about it other than just buy it. Good. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it. It's really... Someone was complaining about how no one has ever done something like Batman Rest in Peace before because Rest in Peace is out. But, Nightfall happened, and Nightfall is basically Batman Rest in Peace. So, it's really reinventing the Batman, and it's just a dynamic storyline. So, I'm going to end that there. I'm going to be doing the No Man Land set next, okay? So, anyways, this is Skylines. I'm going to say peace out for now.